God. I'm not too- All right, guys. Welcome back to Commission Reviews. This live has been taking forever to get together. I know it. I know it. We are busy people. We have to give it. Have to for it to happen. Okay. So welcome. We have blogger Modafromama is up here
Hello,
with
hello,
me.
hello.
I want to talk about. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying hello. Like you couldn't hear me. I said we're going to
But
talk about Love Is
but
Blind.
Kamisha,
So tell me about the
Kamisha.
reunion. What are your thoughts? First thoughts. First of all, tell me.
But wait, before I do that, I still see a notification about an upcoming.
Mod,
Oh, did you hear me?
Mod, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Oh my gosh, Kamisha, I can hear you.
Every time we do a live together, it's like let me come back out and come back in. I don't know why I can't hear her or something. That's going on.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Can everybody hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Like seriously, why can't I? Hey, hey, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I think everybody can hear me. Hey, everybody, it is your girl, Modafromama. I'm taking over Kamisha's reviews channel and platform. It is your girl, Modafromama, the undisputed African queen. You're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed to Kamisha Reviews. Go ahead and do that because we remain the undisputed.
Can you hear me? Mod, can you hear me?
Yes, I've been
Okay.
hearing you.
Okay, I'm so
Jesus.
sorry. Okay, so first, I want you to give me your first initial thoughts of the reunion. Now, I have a list of the couples, but I want to start with, honestly, I want to start with Milton and Lydia. Now, because there are lots. Starting with Milton, starting with Lydia, what's your first thought when you first see them on the reunion?
I was not expecting them to still be a couple.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't expecting them, but then I knew that Milton is gonna make the right decision. Like he's not an emotional guy, so he's not gonna make his
Hmm.
decisions based on some emotions, right?
Right.
And so I was like, you know what? I don't know. I think his family might play a big part in their marriage. So I wasn't expecting them to still be a couple. But my goodness, I'm in love. I'm in love already. I love them.
It's crazy how Lydia and Milton went through everything, as far as the Uche. We'll get to
Right,
that part. And
right.
to be the one that's still standing tall.
I
That
know.
is the interesting thing to me about this whole situation. How are you standing tall after going through so much? And I have to give a lot of this credit to Milton.
Yes.
Milton is the one
Yes.
I feel like
Hmm.
that is the reason why things are happening
It is.
the way they are.
It is because remember, he said I ignored any text messages that was coming from Uche. He kept telling me. He actually texted me on the day of my wedding, and he's asking, "I hear you got married." Uche is weird. You don't
Mm,
send such kind of text messages to somebody on their wedding day. You say, "Oh, congratulations on your
yes.
wedding" or something. You don't like
Well,
so you're
for one
questioning it.
thing, they're not close. For one thing, they're not even close
So then
as
don't text me,
friends.
right? So
It's
then
very
don't even
awkward.
text me, right?
Very,
Right.
very awkward.
Um.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
so hold on. To get back to Milton, then really quick. I don't want to
Mhm.
go. Uchi's a lot. I know we're gonna get into him. But as far as Milton and Lydia, um, the way they were looking at each other, because I was watching the body movements. I wanted to see the body behavior, the looks, and everything. And she was looking at him like he's my everything.
Mhm.
He talks about her like,
Mhm.
even though he's so young, he talks like he's 45 and been married
I
for 20
know.
years. This is my wife. I don't play that disrespect.
Mhm.
period. And
Mhm,
I just hearing the story about how his family is incorporated with her,
mhm.
his mom, dad, the things, how she's changed his family. I thought that was amazing.
I know.
Because you want to be, because you in reality you want to be mad at Lydia. You want to be mad at her because of the
Mhm.
Uche and the Aaliyah thing. But the more you listen to Lydia and the more you listen to Milton, it seems like, is she legit a good person and is really just Uche? What do you
Right,
think? What do
right.
you think?
I think that he is. They complement each other very well. All right. It is one of these relationships that you realize age is just but a number, right?
Hmm.
And that there's more to it than, you know, at the pods, somebody is just gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear, really, or not necessarily the whole truth about themselves. It's until you live with them and you start realizing, oh my gosh, I don't like this part. And Lydia said, one of the things that I was fighting him with is like, him picking up after himself, being a
Hmm.
little bit organized. And right now she doesn't even complain about anything. That's love. You overlook
100%.
little things that really don't matter. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And he was the one who was, like you said, you have to credit him for what they went through, because even at the reunion he kept saying, this is my wife, I know who she is, I don't care about everybody else, and I don't care about whatever everyone else says. I know what I have. We know what we have together. And I think that was amazing. Like, that was black excellence at, I don't know. I like it.
It was.
And then they went to Puerto Rico for another wedding, another kind of a celebration. You know what I mean? I'm like, sign me up for Milton. I like it.
Yes, yes, yes. Because they had a second wedding ceremony,
Hmm.
which I thought was very, very. You know what I'm saying? It was very, very beautiful. I really enjoyed. I don't know, I really, really enjoyed that quite a bit. So for me, I don't know. I really like the way their couple is going. I think that I want to celebrate them. Now let's move on to Stacy and Izzy. Um,
Hold on one second. So sorry, give me 1 second. My boys are making too much noise. Hold on.
so we're gonna go ahead and one of the couples that I wanted to get into where Izzy and Stacy. Okay. Izzy and Stacy, to me, I feel like we're trying to be the Love is Blind couple of the year, the Love is Blind couple. The one that whenever Izzy and Stacy would come on screen, everyone's like, it's a lot of music playing in the background. It's beautiful things and all this. Girl, bye. That didn't happen. To
Sorry,
me,
sorry, sorry. What
is
did
it
you say?
to Mod, when you come in, you should be listening, and then oh Lord, Izzy and Stacy
Mhm.
to me did not exhibit the couple of the year as they portrayed or wanted to be. They became the most toxic couple out of well, not out of everybody, but they were up there on top because of their behavior separate and together. So one thing we have to go and say, Izzy and Stacey did not say I do. Okay. It was kind of hard to watch when they were there at the preacher's light, say yes or no, and he just looks so his heart is whatever. And she just like, no. Just like, what the hell?
I
Go
think
ahead. Go
I
ahead,
think
Bud.
he was confused. You have to remember, going into the altar, he was telling his boys how ready he is and how sure he was with his decision, and he was not hesitant, and he kind of, was thought that, Stacy is also gonna be a yes. Um, and so, I think when he was kissing her at the altar, it's like it was a whole lot of confusion from him. Like, I don't know how to react. I don't know what I'm gonna, because remember, even when he left the altar, he kept telling everybody, thank you for coming, I love you all, thank you for, like, it is after that is the reality checked in with him. That's when he kept saying, oh, I am only 29. Like, if she wants somebody to provide for her, then she can go for the
Yes.
45 for the 60. You know what I'm saying? So it's
No, no,
that
no.
and
He said, no, no, no. He's read it. He said, I don't understand it. he said I'm 27 years old. I can give her everything that a 45-year-old can give her right now. What more does she want? He said that with a lot of anger and a lot of ooh, he was very like you
Well,
said.
yeah, well,
Go
he
ahead.
cannot give, with your bad credit, you cannot give her everything that she needs. Okay. Easy. Just go fix your credit score. Focus on that first because, and I don't know why it did not get to him. Like, Stacy like nice things. Stacy has a beautiful or an expensive taste, whether it's restaurants,
Very
whether
much
it's the
so.
way she dresses, whether it's,
Flying to
she has her
Paris.
own house,
Yes.
even the car
Hmm.
that she was driving throughout the
Yes.
season. They were driving her car that was is it a Mercedes or something, a Benz or
I don't know
something.
what it was. Yes,
It
yes,
was.
yes. It
It
was
was one
something.
of those. And I kept asking, yo, why is he still riding? All the time that there's, it's on the show, they're only riding in Stacy's car. Where is his car or something? You know what I mean? And finances is a big thing when it comes to
It
relationship.
is a very big thing. I don't think you realize that, and that's what I think that's what stopped her. And they took a 2 week apart. They wanted to be apart, and they ran into each other. Even seeing other people where they were around, they tried it again. It still didn't work out. What I'm saying, now they have a really good friendship.
No,
It's
no, no, no,
crazy.
no, no, no. Kamisha, they did not run into each other. They did that after a year, after a whole year.
Yes, I'm sorry. After a year, my bad. But what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
originally when they first broke, I mean, when she first said no, they took a 2 week break. They were trying to, find a way to
Take your time.
see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
were trying
Mm-hmm.
to figure out if they could do it. I don't know because Chris wanted. I think Chris probably still wanted to do it after the 2 weeks. She probably still didn't want to, and you can't force that. You know what I'm saying? You can't make
Right.
that be there. It's not there. So
Right.
at the end, I think it worked out for the two of them. But I think that she was too. The way she was raised very sedity, a lot of money. Her dad took care of her. He said, "If you can handle what I have raised her to be, giving her everything." He's like, "Yeah, I'm saying in my mind, you can't handle that, bro. You lied about your credit.
I
You
know.
cannot handle that, sir."
Right.
The dad takes them to Paris for a family trip. Come on, how is that
Mhm.
even a
Right.
regular?
And
No
then,
shade.
right. And then he's saying, "Oh, I just got my passport. Oh, I just got my passport." And everybody in the family is shocked. Oh, we've been traveling around and you just got your passport? I mean,
He's like, I've
but not
had a passport since I was one.
uh,
You know,
right,
that's her
right.
lifestyle. So that's her lifestyle.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, it was a match made in hell.
I
It
just I
was.
just don't I did not understand why he was open with Johnny, because you have to remember after Johnny ended things with him, Johnny said, told the other girls, or one of her confessions, she said, "Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's not gonna work because I know he has a bad credit and all that and all that." She said that. That was
She
way before.
did.
Yeah, she said that. So I'm saying if he had told Johnny all these things about his finances, how come he never shared anything about Stacy's concerns, you know, prior to all this? And then I was watching him at one of the podcasts he did, and he said, every day you're given topics. Today, go talk about finances. Tomorrow, talk about the family ties. They are given topics. So if you're given a topic like finances, I mean, you really not need to be forthcoming, because if this is a girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with, she'll definitely know exactly what it is. So I don't know why he felt
Mm,
the need, or maybe he said, you know what, maybe he's this kind of guys who would be like, you know what, I'm not going to tell her everything because I am a good looking guy, I'm good in bed, I'm going to all
maybe
that.
so. He
You know
just
what I
wanted to
mean?
get her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to get her,
Mm-hmm.
and that was
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
broke up in the first place. So let's
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and move on to Johnny and Chris. So Johnny and Chris to me was like a thing like this. I feel like that Chris is a little bit on the little weak side. I feel like, and I feel like that Johnny wanted Izzy because that's what she normally goes for. I think Chris was the right one for her, but when he found out all the things, I think he could never go back to her. I think it's partly why they didn't work out. Johnny should have set her mind right and stayed with Chris. Izzy was not right. Izzy was right for anybody. He
Right.
needed to heal. He needed to heal.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to do a lot of things. He wasn't ready for no relationship, in my opinion. And I just
Mm-hmm.
think that Johnny messed up really bad with Chris. She did. What do you
She
think about
did.
Chris and Johnny?
I think so. I think she was so, she was so interested in Easy. She was like, you know what, I'm gonna end up things with Chris just so that I don't want to lose this guy. And then you end up losing both of them. Like Chris was a good guy, but I just didn't understand his move. Like you go this weekend we are together, we're having a good time, and then boom, you go and now you're already with another girl and you don't tell me about it. Like until other people are telling me, "Yo, Chris is here and he's here with another girl." Like, but
Wow.
he's so Chris is such a good guy that he doesn't want to offend anybody, so that even when he knows, I have another girl, I'm interested in this other girl, he still doesn't want to tell Johnny this because he doesn't want to break Johnny's heart, but then eventually you end up hurting the girl, right? But I
Mm.
like Chris. I like Chris. I mean, he messed up, but yeah,
He
I
messed
agree
up.
with you.
Chris needed more backbone. If that was my son,
Right,
I would tell him, boy,
right,
you
right,
need a backbone. I'm not saying be mean, no, but stand up for yourself. I didn't
right.
like how Johnny did you. Because if you were my son, I would have said, nah, Johnny, you can't come back. You can't
Hmm.
come back to me after Izzy broke your heart and I'm like second place
Right,
or leftovers. I don't think so. That's what I would have told my son,
right,
period. Sorry,
right,
Johnny. No,
right,
ma'am.
right,
Goodbye. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You know you
Hmm.
told your boy the same thing. Come on, Ma.
That's true. That's true. 100%. 100%. But then also, we don't know what part production was playing. Maybe they were like, you know what, we only have now two couples. We really need somebody else to, because they always like to have like three couples. Although I sent you a clip that there was another couple that actually went all the way to the altar and they got married. Carter and somebody else.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Hmm.
I did a video. I did a video talking about the couples that almost made it to the altar and said no. There were about three couples that didn't show, and I did a video about that.
Oh,
I've been trying
okay.
to cover all. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've been covering all of the stuff coming out because this season has been a lot. So I've
It's
been
been a
covering,
mess.
posting videos. Yes, been covering a lot of videos. It's been a lot of stuff going on with this podcast. I mean, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
with this season. So let's go ahead and jump to the things,
Oh
and
my
the big
gosh.
bomb that it is.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
that would be Uche and Aaliyah. Girl, bye.
Uh,
This is the worst season ever. Why is it all the seasons of the love shows are trash this year?
yeah. Thank you. Next. I loved it. Thank you. Next. But then she should have done that when she eliminated herself. She should be like, do not come over here after you eliminate. You're crying. Uche, Uche, you have my heart. You have my heart is in your hands. I'm like, girl. And then
So
he
they
had the
tried to
audacity.
date. Wait. So they tried to date. They tried to date
Yes.
after, and I'm like, what? Oh my god,
Like,
he's
what's it?
prideful.
Now, he's a handsome guy. Okay, he's handsome. So you might be like, oh my gosh, and he has a lot of, he's a smart guy too. Uh, and he he's convincing. He's really convincing. But I really disliked him. Oh my god. I was like, you know what? I even prefer SK at this. Give me SK. I'll take SK anytime. This guy?
Oh my god.
My gosh.
He did. Let's start with the fact he didn't even show up to the reunion. He didn't
Mm-hmm,
even come because he did not want to get his slings and arrows. He didn't want to get the
mm-hmm,
lashing, so he
mm-hmm,
did not show up. I do not respect that because at the reunion, that is the time for people to say, "Man, you trash. F you. I don't like
mm-hmm,
you." You know,
mm-hmm.
when this happened, da da da. That is the time. And yes, you would have had Lydia sitting there. You would have had Aaliyah sitting there. Yes, and it would have been probably the women too. It would have been a whole war zone at you. It would have been like Chris when they were sitting there at him. Today and all them pow, pow, pow.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been they would have been spraying him. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
he couldn't handle it. So he
No,
didn't show up.
no, he's not man enough. He does not man. He's egotistic. Like his ego is gonna be, oh my gosh, because if you have this receipt that now you're running around to different podcasts saying that, oh, production told me this, did why did you come up at the reunion and tell the viewers exactly what you say? You're saying, oh, the receipts are gonna come. Nobody cares about the receipts. But after the reunion, we move on. We move on.
Mhm.
Okay, so no, he really needs some healing. I don't know, he needs some therapy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
The
he
fact
was
that
a mess.
the fact that she said on the reunion, I don't think I was his type. Ultimately, he had mentioned to a few people that were part of the cast, I wasn't the type of woman he normally would found attractive. Okay, so she didn't want to chase a relationship with anyone,
She already
and
did. She was chasing.
she
She
said,
was chasing
she
though.
said his tone with me was very mean and kind of condescending. Hold on,
Um,
just a second. Hang on, just a second.
Here's the thing. She already knew she was already chasing him, right? Why is she crying on the phone, well, after she eliminated herself and the guy is telling you, I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't want and you cry. Boy, bye. I never saw your face. So what? Bye. You don't want to talk to me? Bye. My life goes on. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'm not gonna cry on the phone for somebody that you have never seen. So her crying on the phone, after she eliminated herself, I'm like, you're chasing him. Okay, you're chasing him. And you know what? A dude does not need to tell you that I'm not feeling you. You're not my kind. You feel that kind of energy. That's what I'm faulting Ali. I'm like, yo,
Mm.
did you feel it? Do you have to wait for other people to tell you that this dude is not feeling you? You know, your gut feeling is already telling you, yo, these things, if it's just smashing, let's smash, but nothing serious over here. If that's
Okay,
what
well,
you
look, let me tell you what this is what Aaliyah said. She said, I wasn't really thinking about it as if I was leaving the show without him. I didn't leave the show thinking that I wasn't going to continue with him. I felt like the bond we formed in there was so solid that we could continue regardless of the show. She said in episode 7, Aaliyah meets Uche for the first time outside the pause and explained that she hasn't been comfortable sharing their women's quarter with Lydia, who smothers her by bringing him up all the time. She even questioned whether Lydia and Uche had planned to ever reconnect in Love is Blind. Now, what did you think about that?
That I did not like. I did not like Lydia keep on telling her everything about Uche because she spoiled that specific or the experience for it. Oh, he has this dog. Oh, I bought this dog. There's some toys and all that. I did not like that conversation. Like I was like, Lydia, shut up, shut up, shut up. But then again, why couldn't Aliyah tell her right there? Please don't tell me this. Create boundaries like Milton created boundaries with him. Milton told Uche, I don't want to hear about it. Don't ask me about my dates. Don't ask me about my experience with Lydia. Don't ask me, don't ask me, don't ask me. But these two girls, Lydia and Aliyah, they had this kind of a friendship where there were no boundaries. So Aliyah is over here on her confession saying, I don't want to hear this. I don't know why is she telling me this. But then she's not telling her. She's not telling Lydia, please don't tell me this. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear. She's not having that conversation with Lydia. So Lydia is over here telling her everything, even including the last time they smashed.
Well, look, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Now, at the reunion, Aaliyah got with Lydia. Like, I was here for the confrontation. I was also here for the conversation when Aaliyah was like, because she was almost engaged, and she was like, "Were you simply there to pursue him?" And Lydia did shut Aaliyah down. Okay, saying, no confirmation. I have no confirmation that Uche was
Mm-hmm.
going to be there. She said, if I
Mm-hmm.
had that power, he would not have been there 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
the thing about how people are saying that she's saying that the few months before or a month before she knew. What do you think about this craziness?
It's very, it is very, I don't believe it's a coincidence. I feel like production knew what they were doing. Um,
Oh,
mm,
hold on. She said in a conversation. This is the part that made me kind of side eye her. She
mm,
said in a conversation that lasted 2 seconds in
yeah.
November 2021, the former couple made a passing reference to seeing the casting call. Come on, Mod. Come on. Come
Mm,
on, Mod. They had me with it. I don't believe it. I believe the passing conversation was a small bit of them talking about what if we actually be on the same show together.
So do you
And
think they were?
maybe
Do you think that they were together? Then they decided, they said, you know what? Let's break up. Let's go act like we don't know each other, and then we'll hook up later. We are not gonna get serious with that. And then in the process, Lydia finds somebody like Milton, and she forgets about everything that they had
I
discussed.
look, I that's a possibility. I thought about it. I said I think they had a plan, and I think that when everything went down, when Uche's friends, all these Instagram, blah blah blah, when they broke up, I think at that moment Lydia was done, and Lydia was like, "I'm going on the show to actually find love. I'm done." I think everything that would happen with Uche, she said, "I'm done. I want to find love, and I'm going in like that." I think Uche is the one that was planned on being in that place and planned on doing something with Lydia. And like I said, they broke up, and it just for Lydia, she was done with it. But I don't think Uche was. To me, he was so passionate to be so into Milton and what they're doing. Talking to me, that was you're asking a grown man, what are you doing? What time are you guys going? Are you guys going to talk?
Right.
This is what.
Yeah.
Do you want to know about the past? Who
Right.
does that as a
Right.
grown man? You tell another man about his wife he's married to right now. He loves her. Why do you want
Mm-hmm.
to ruin it? Because what? Your situation didn't even happen. You was talking noise, just like Miriam said on my interview. Guys, if you have not seen my interview with
Mm-hmm.
Miriam from Love is Blind, please go and watch it. The whole thing, Mod.
What
It is
did
a
Miriam
very
say?
good. You should go watch it and see Mary, Mod.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she spoke about Uche and just the way he's, saying small things here and there. Go see my interview to see the things that she said because he said some negative things. So what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is he was talking about everybody in the house,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and the women for whatever
Yeah.
the reason.
They say that.
And I
Mm-hmm.
just I just think it's very awful. His character was shown
Mm-hmm.
across America. And it is what it is. You cannot call that a bad edit. It's just a bad person. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I would love
Mm-hmm.
to talk to him and say, yeah, maybe some of those things probably were bad edits. For all of them, there are probably moments that were edited pretty badly. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the things, you're just being you. So come on.
Right.
I had
Right.
my I had my rant.
Take some responsibility, right?
Accountability. That's
And
it. I
accountability.
think that's
Yeah.
all he would need to do. That's all
Mm-hmm.
he would need to do, man. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, it would
Mm-hmm.
change everything. People would look at him if he took some accountability. That's
Well,
it.
well, some people, I don't think he's capable of doing that because even after the reunion, he goes there and on his IG and says, "Ask me anything, and I'm gonna answer everything." He still sticks to the same story that um that it's Lydia who wanted him back. It's Lydia who planned all these things, and Lydia and Lydia and Lydia. And for him, no, he's a victim. He doesn't, it's all about Lydia. Lydia is a bad guy. Lydia, Lydia, Lydia. Um, I think yeah, like you said, that's a possibility. It's also a possibility that maybe they had decided, what, or production knew that the two of them was at some point, dating each other, and now they are no longer together. And like, what, the two, because the way he was explaining is like he was saying that, Lydia realized that, he had listed something on his IG about casting, about Netflix, and immediately she realized that she blocked. When do you know that somebody has seen something on your IG? And do you get to know? You know what I mean? If it's not a
Right.
story, if it's a post that you're posted, you don't know who's,
Right.
who's seeing, or yeah. So his reasoning behind all that is like, yo, nobody has that time to, go. And even for him to act like Lydia is some weird kind of a girl who's gonna drive through your house and take pictures and send them to you. I'm like, dude. Did you?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well,
no,
I want I want to get to the last part of this, which is the Izzy and Johnny, because remember Izzy Johnny tried to do a little something. It was
right.
weird.
I wish it worked
You
out.
know.
I was hoping it's gonna work out just so Stacy can see it and Stacy can feel some type of way. I really wanted it to work out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, shit, they're still friends. Why are they friends?
So it was crazy because he apologized and
He
said
did.
that
He
that
did.
my delivery was horrible. He
Right.
said that is not me. He said that's way out of character. He said nothing that he doesn't. I thought it was okay. John, because they roasted her pretty bad at the barbecue. We know that. So
Mm-hmm.
Johnny and Izzy, tested the waters after the show. They connected at a bar during a
Mm-hmm.
cast outing shortly after Izzy and Stacey broke up. Of course, they probably kissed and grabbed and touched, and people was looking, but they said they realized that it wasn't what it was. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the reunion was kind of like because so many couples didn't show that so many couples wasn't there and they only had a few.
Mm-hmm.
So the only successful couple is the most controversial one, which is Lydia and Milton. So I don't
Oh,
really even
and
have much more to
and
go ahead.
even see how boring it was because we don't even remember the other girl, Taylor, and the Captain America dude.
Oh my god, I almost forgot. Okay. My bad. Taylor and JP. I almost forgot.
Yeah,
So
JP.
Taylor, d- that was a mess because he was wrong. The way he talked toward the whole thing,
No,
it was stupid.
I think it's just the delivery of the message because he was trying to say, you're beautiful. You don't need all this kind of makeup. I like you the way
Yeah,
you are. You know what I mean? I think that's what he meant.
it was just the way he said it was just the way he came
Right.
off was bad. It was very, very rude and it hurt her feelings. And she had self esteem issues on top of the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
him doing all that was really horrible. So it was
Mm-hmm.
just a man. JP has issues, in my opinion. He has a lot of issues. I don't know what's his deal, but he has issues. I don't know.
I
So,
think
but
I don't know. I feel like it was just not comfortable in front of the cameras. That he's a very quiet guy, so I think cameras right in front of your face really he was not comfortable with it. I guess.
all right, y'all. Modafromama, what do you have coming up tonight on your
I
channel?
I like the way you're emphasizing tonight. Um, I do have a video. I'm live doing a live video on Kamisha Reviews interview that she did with Takula. Gonna be giving my and what is the word for it?
Your
A
commentary, your
response.
opinion.
A response
No.
to
Not a response. A commentary about
a
whatever your
comment.
theories are. Lord Jesus.
You heard what she said. Yeah, that. I'm doing that after this live. Jesus.
Oh my God. So please make sure you guys go and follow Mod Afro Mama. It's spelled just the same way. Go check her out on her channel. She's other things going on besides that. She has some new stuff she's also working on as well. What's the new stuff, Mod?
I am doing Married to Medicine. Oh, you know what other show I'm gonna do? I'm doing Kiki What something. It's on WeTV. I watched the first episode. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Kiki
I love
Wyatt.
it.
Kiki Wyatt. Kiki
Kiki
Wyatt.
Wyatt, yeah, with her 11 children. Ay, 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 ay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good. I think I'm gonna watch it. I heard about it. I think I'm gonna look at it today. So
She has a
yeah.
new
So
show. Yeah, it's a whole lot of, oh my gosh, a lot of kids running around. You have to give it to that girl. She is a strong woman for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna be
well, of
reviewing
course,
that.
yeah. I have Basketball Wives, the new girls coming up, and then I also have to do the villain show that's on E. I love that show. Omarosa's on there, New York. It's a good reality show. I watched it.
Hmm.
It's gonna be really good. It's all the villains from all the reality shows in one house. It's gonna be really good. And so I watched the first episode. So I'm gonna review those two probably tomorrow. And that's what all I got. So
All
Love is
right.
Blind, we're done. I did my interview with Miriam. Please go check it out. I'm working on another interview, so I'm still doing Love is Blind stuff. I'm digging into it. Lots of stuff coming up. So make sure you follow, comment, and subscribe. Join the membership if you are new to the channel. But this is Kamisha Reviews, the queen of the reality TV.